A Halfling Sonder, Sven's Story, by Illyria Valischin. Chapter 4. The night passes roughly for Sven, with the image of the triplets chasing Willa around the village, her once beautiful giggles for him fading. Seeing them now showered upon the boys from another village, the hopes he had to start his own family with her being crushed. To make it worse, the dream continues its onslaught of pain. The work that had once been good for Mr. Leatherthimble now displease and upset him. The orders of Fix-It Sven, and that's not what I meant for you to do, echo loudly through his head. The fitful slumber causes him to wake long before his alarms are even close to ringing. Sitting on the edge of his bed, he rubs his face and tries to reassure himself that he is just overthinking things, that it's not going to be that bad. It was all just a horrible dream. Willa does want him. She had dropped her token for him to keep. With this bit of comfort, he stands and retrieves the small piece of fabric, running his thumb along the W and L embroidered in the corner. Releasing a slow breath, he allows himself to relax, enjoying the memory, the soft touch of her hand, and the smile as she closed the door. Picking up the first clock, he turns the alarm off, and then proceeds to do the same with the other two. Still a bit uneasy from the slumber, Sven decides to wash up and focus on the day ahead of him. With one last look in the mirror, he walks downstairs and straight to the kitchen. He gets a bit of fruit and heads out the door. It's still quite early in the morning, and most of the shops are still not open. Only a few of the true early bird shopkeepers are out, setting up for the day or purchasing things for their own shops. The smell of the bakery wafts amongst the buildings. As he turns the last corner, Sven sees that Mr. Leatherthimble is up early too. "Morning, Mr. Leatherthimble." Sven greets him. "Yeah, not the best when things are already on the line of needing to get done. Then to have this infestation happen." Mr. Leatherthimble lets out a sigh of exasperation. "Ugh, I swear it is all Mr. Glum's fault. I really need to get the tannery moved from this spot. Closer to the house is where it should be." Scratching his head in agitation, he finishes opening up the door. "Do you have a spot picked out?" Sven asks. "Might as well move now. Since it's going to take so long to repair, we can set up some temporary tents to work in." He offers, trying to make the situation seem less dramatic. "I would, but I made a few promises to complete some orders. I have to get them done by tomorrow, and with this whole bug thing, I am very behind." Mr. Leatherthimble then looks around the shop, and then back to Sven as if an idea has crossed his mind. "But, as your first real task, how about you find the best location? East of my house." Giving a nod, Sven asks, "Sure thing. About as big as this place, or maybe more?" "Just as big. This is a perfect size, just needs to be in a different location," Mr. Leatherthimble says. "All right," Sven replies. "I'll be back as soon as I can find a spot. Oh, and make sure there is a lot of sunlight as well," he calls out. Sven begins to run to the Leatherthimble house, overly excited to see what Willa might be up to and maybe having a little chase this morning. However, as he gets closer, he finds that she is sitting on the porch of the house, sewing on a mountain of material. Taking a piece of paper from his pocket, he quickly writes a little love note to her and scurries around to the side of the house. Not wanting to be seen, he then creeps up slowly behind her, holding his breath as he softly places it upon her shoulder, then backs away and hides behind the wall of the house. She continues on sewing for a few more moments before the piece of paper falls gently into her lap. This causes a moment's pause, while she looks around for who placed the paper, a bit unsure of who might be responsible. She looks down and opens it, carefully reading it to herself before her gaze shoots up, looking everywhere for him. Unable to find him, Willa leans back in the chair and smiles, holding the piece of paper to her chest. This makes him almost burst with happiness. With a bright smile plastered across his face, he turns and heads east, looking for any big open pieces of land. there is quite a few, as the leather thimbles live right on the edge of the village. Most of it is still quite vacant, giving Sven plenty of options to look into. Some he can rule out rather quickly for being unviable. Others seem a bit further out than what he thinks Mr. Leatherthimble would like. Thank you for listening to my story. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.